We are live.
Hey,
Double
what's
check.
up, everybody? So we're live already. Wait up, let me get it. Let me
We
just
are.
prepare real quick.
I don't know. Let me see. I don't see nothing live on my end. Let me refresh. Here, here we go. Yeah, we're good. All right, cool. What's up, people? How's it going?
All right. So everybody's ready. Let me check here if it shows it live. All right. So I'm trying to stretch the spine on the book so we could get I guess we could just get started as I flip through it like this. So flipping through the page so I could kind of refresh my memory as we go. All right. So hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining in. We're gonna be reviewing Low Volume One. That would be the first six issues. It's a story written by Rick Remender, and artwork is by Greg Takini. Then after that, we'll do the review of the episodes 5 through 8 of Beastars. So we're gonna start with the Low book first, and then we'll jump on to the next. Sounds good to everybody?
Let's do it.
All right. So first of all, we'll start with the artwork. It's one artist in the first six issues, right? For this first trade. The next trade is gonna be a different artist, I believe, right? From what it says here on the intro on the book, it's gonna be a different artist. I haven't skipped that far ahead to see if the art differs a lot or not. But this art for itself is very unique. I know a
Right.
lot of people like it, and a lot of people dislike the art. I don't know if it's the pencils or the colors they don't like. How do you feel about the art?
I like the art. Pretty good. I like the colors,
Yeah,
detail.
yeah, I enjoyed it too. The colors is what really pop. Like they really stand out. The colors. It has what I noticed. It has a lot of like peach colors and cream colors. I like orange cream and like
Right.
peach type colors. I noticed they use that a lot in this book.
Yeah, and then I think on I've been reading it digitally. I have the hardcover, but I read it digital, and the colors look better on the book.
Yeah, I was reading it digitally as well, and I just opened this book. Is actually I just barely cracked it open right now, and I was reading it digitally. I had read it digitally a while back, but I forgot what happens.
Right.
So I reread it, and yeah, right now I just cracked the book open to kind of refresh my memory, so I could flip through the pages as we talk about it. And yeah, it has a whole different vibe to it, to and to the artwork and stuff when you're seeing the full page and so forth in a big book, as opposed to a panel by panel and so forth.
Right.
So this is basically like a dystopian type future, right? Like the world's running out of oxygen because the sun is getting closer to the solar system,
Yeah,
so
they're
it's creating
they're
some type of
underwater, right?
they're underwater right now because the sun is getting closer to the solar system. So I think they said it's creating some type of supernova, and
Right.
it's you're getting less oxygen. So now they're living underwater. I guess under the water it's less hot or something, or you get more air. I don't really know how that works. If they explained it here in these first six issues, I don't remember much about
I
it.
don't even
But
remember what you just said.
yeah,
I was like, they do?
they're,
That's what's
yeah,
going
they're
on?
underwater because that's where the only place they could survive from the sun at this moment.
Right.
So they have to have all those suits to breathe underwater and so forth.
Okay. That makes sense.
One thing I noticed too is that a lot of this art is very like 70s vibe. You didn't get that like Austin Powers. What's Austin Powers? He's supposed to be based on the 70s, isn't he?
I
Or is
think
that the
so, yeah.
60s? I think it's the
Uh,
70s.
s- uh, I'm not sure to be honest. 60 or 70s.
Yeah, I want to say it's 70s, and it has that whole vibe of like the furniture and everything looks like that. It kind of mixed two worlds together. Like it's mixed the
Try
future.
and
It mixed the
right,
future with technology and robots and mechs and stuff like that, and with the past. Like it's a blend of both.
right.
Yeah, so that was kind of trippy. Also the
Try
colors, a lot of panels where I saw them and I was like, this is straight out of like yeah, the funkadelic era or whatever they call it. Like
try
what
pull
it,
it up on my tablet right now,
all right.
so I could kind of
Yeah,
go
a lot of a
along
lot
with
of the
you.
stuff reminded me a lot of that.
Let me
Hey,
see.
what's up, Otaku?
Taku, what up, man?
We're talking about LOL today. I don't know if you're familiar with it. This one is a image book. It's not a manga, but it's not like a superhero stuff with a bunch of like tie-ins. It's kind of like how you would read your manga, as far as it's just one series that goes till it ends, right? Without no needing to buy other books. This goes I believe it went 45 issues, so we're covering the first 6 issues today. That's the first volume. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, when this starts off, the artwork is like, wow. Let me show a little bit of the artwork on the cover. Click on my screen so I can show my screen bigger.
The hell.
Can you see it like that? Then I just click on mine only, or should I click on mine only, or
Let me see. Let's go to solo layout. There we go.
yeah? So check that out. That's some of the artwork you're gonna get in it. So this is right away the first page. That's the cover to volume 1 right here, to issue 1, and that was where it starts. You see fishes swimming. So immediately you get that vibe that we're underwater. Yeah, you could click it back the other way. So we're underwater and everybody's using these suits to swim, like scuba diving type gear, but more
Right.
futuristic. And so everybody's in the ocean and you have submarines and so forth. And they're explaining to you how everybody's living underwater basically because of the air running out. So where it starts off, the dad is telling the mom, the dad's name is Joel, and the mom's name is what was the mom's name?
What is the mom's name? Did I write it
It's
down?
Joel and what's her name? It's something like Cell or something like that. But here he is. Here's the mom and dad. They're having a good old time, kicking back, lounging. And you see how right here she's looking out through that
Oh, I
window.
think the mom's name is was it Stella? Can't remember
Stell,
100%.
yeah, Stell. Yeah, you see her right
There you
there,
go.
looking out through that window. They have that like vortex or portal that they get to see through. So they do real good job of that you see all the buildings and stuff that are underwater and like almost like wanna be bridges or freeways. So
Right.
it's a very interesting world building. I like the world building they're doing so far, introducing us to what type of world they live in and the whole vibe, right? And he's telling her they have two daughters and a son. So he's telling her about how they have this type of astronaut suit that's
It's
supposed to be
called
very
the
powerful or
helm
something.
suit. It's called the
What's it
helm
called? The
suit.
helm suit. Yeah.
Helm suit. Yeah.
And he wants the daughters to start using it. So supposedly only their bloodline can use it,
Right.
right? Like it says that only
Yep.
they can use the technology. I thought I hear the relationship with them in the opening scenes when they're just talking and chatting about how where the world's at today, and she's putting her makeup and everything. It was pretty cool. And then they're jabbing at each other like she's making fun of him how he can't get the job done like in the bedroom.
Right.
And he's just like, oh, like don't start with this stuff. Like I thought that was pretty funny. Like, but it showed up. It seemed pretty cool here, like the relationship they have and so forth. Like they clearly get along. And
Yeah,
let
they
me
had
show
like a
another.
fun relationship. You could tell.
Yeah, zoom over one more
Playful.
time. Look at this page right here.
Solo layout. Here we go.
Yeah, look at that. How they're see how they're looking out that window, and you see how that city looks. That shit's a trip. Like I really like the way they, 'cause you gotta get creative when you're creating your own city. And it's not just the real world. So you gotta get creative with the way you make the buildings look and the streets and bridges and all that. And you get a lot of those colors. You see, it's a lot of those browns, those like those hues, type of like a peach colors, cream colors. A lot of that going on. And even the it meshes well with the greens they use. They use very like they don't use a lot of colors. It's like a
Now
lot of
that
the same colors, just different tones of it.
yeah.
Yeah, and I like this whole city and everything. And here, everybody's kind of accepted that like the world's coming to an end and so forth, right?
Well, they're all on drugs. What's it called? They use what's it called? Cream or something like. Wasn't that cream or
Yeah. They're
something?
all popping these pills and just getting high and
Yeah, they're just pretty much kind of keeping their mind off of what's gonna happen just by taking
yeah,
all these
like they all
drugs and
accepted that
stuff.
they're already gonna die. So nobody's even trying to find a solution how to end this problem, right? How to find air or oxygen, like that's what she the still she's getting frustrated that like they're like hey like everyone's just lounging, kicking it like no, they're like a bunch of hippies. It's literally like
Pretty
the
much, yeah.
70s. Like everyone used to just back then everybody used to do like just sit around doing acid and smoking weed and like nobody wanted to work or do anything.
Yep.
Very yeah, like that. And that's how they are right here. They're very like hippies. Like nobody wants to do anything. They're like, well, the world's gonna end anyways. And she's like, we should be finding other atmospheres that are what does she call them? Inhabitable, where you could live
Yeah,
in them, right? They have air and so
they're
forth. Like we
called.
should be,
She was looking for a probe. Remember, she's like something about a probe. I don't know if that's what
yeah,
they're called, but I guess that gives you information as to where you can like inhabit.
yeah, places you could go to that are, yeah, exactly. So she's like, we should be, concentrating on this stuff, and instead everybody's just chilling. So it mixes a lot of things together because, like I said, it has like a '70s feel, but then all the characters, the way they dress and act, is very much like the Roman times. I don't know if you
Yeah,
got that vibe.
yeah.
Huh? They were
If,
like they were like kings
well,
and
even
drinking
the
their
son, I think it
wine.
was like in issue 2 or something like that. He's pretending. Remember, he's having sex with that girl and he's pretending he's a Roman.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's in the second issue.
That's that second issue. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, before we get to that part, we'll go in order as we flip through the
Oh
pages.
yeah, we gotta get to the action in the first issue.
Yeah, yeah. So in the first issue, he's taking the daughters out to he's taking the daughters out
Kind of like a
to
field trip.
yeah, kind of like a
He's
field trip,
teaching them
showing them the,
about
the
the
technology they
female
have, the
warriors.
mech. Yeah, showing them the mech and all that. But I think it's in like a deeper underwater, right? Like they're going deeper under on a
Yeah,
submarine or something.
they're gonna go to what the hell was that area called? The I forget what the name, but yeah, they're gonna go down to this area to look for something. This weird creature, something like that. The daughter wanted to see a mammoth, some mammoth something like a giant octopus, basically.
Oh, look at it. Oh no, I already showed that page. Yeah, so they're getting the oh, let me zoom it in again. That's the see how they're climbing downstairs right here
That's
on
the
this
helm
page.
suit too on the
Oh
left.
no, on this page. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's the suit and there's them going down that kind of tunnel or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and he's showing off like all the technology they have and so forth.
right.
And it was just like a fun-loving family getting along. The I like the build up here on the whole first issue. The wife and husband are half of the issue is just them jibber jabbing, talking about life and the kids and so forth. Then the second half is him with the kids showing them all this stuff on this field trip type thing, as you said. And so it seems all good, and then bam, shit just hits the fan. I
Yep.
was like, holy crap, this felt like it's crazy what they did with just one issue here, what Rick
Well, it's
Remender
because they
did,
leave.
because
They leave the what's it's called like the Dome of Solace or something like that. The area that the dome they live in.
yeah,
Then they
yeah, that
leave.
little, it's like a little city, or what is that?
Yeah, it was like a little dome city, I guess, where people are living, where they could breathe clean air for now.
Yeah,
So they end up leaving that area to go find this mammoth the daughter wanted to find that
yeah,
squid
yeah. When
creature.
they go there, when
All hell
that's
breaks
when they had that
loose.
suit, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, so once you're out of that little city where everything's safe, now you're all in the wild, right? Like you're in the
yep,
wild. You're no longer in that little community or whatever. And pirates show up.
yep.
Pirates show up and shit hits the fan. And what I was saying right now, that what Rick Remender did in just one issue, he made you really like care about the characters. Like I felt fucked up for this family. I was like,
And this one issue felt like it was forever too. I was like, damn, this thing
yeah,
hasn't
it
ended
did.
yet. It felt
Yeah,
forever.
yeah, it took a minute too, because there was no action. It
Yeah,
was just them talking and getting to know the characters.
right.
But I thought it was well done, like the pacing,
Yeah, it was
because
well done.
yeah, because it made you like the characters, get to know them a little bit, form some type of attachment to them, and then so when these pirates show up, they feel scandalous when they
They
just
end up
take over
boarding
the
their
spot.
ship. Yeah,
Yeah, because they wanted this suit, but turns out they can't use it, right? Because you have to have that blood, that you have to be related or whatever.
yeah.
So
You need the eyes. I think it was.
yeah, you need yeah, because
Scans your
it kind of like
eyes.
scans them or something. Yeah.
Right.
So that's crazy how that guy, he grabs the dad and just rips his eyeball out. I was
Straight
like,
ruthless.
holy fuck. Because for the
Yep.
most part, it's in a dystopian future, but the characters and so forth is realistic. They don't have like superpowers or anything like that, right?
Right.
So it was brutal. Like the way that this guy just came out ruthless, the leader of these pirates.
Yep. Popped off quick.
Yeah, I was
There
like,
was no
holy
build up.
shit. Let me flip here.
I think they were called the scurvies, the bad
Oh
guys.
yeah, yeah, that's garbage. Here it is when they're barely getting there. They find the ship where the kids are at, and that's their ship. Look, immediately the tone goes from those peach colors to like a red type color, so you know it's all bad. Look, like they're showing up. clearly you know they're the bad guys just with the colors and so forth are. You know, oh shit, like it's gonna be all bad.
Yep.
Yeah, and they freaking ripped this guy's eyeball out,
In front of the
and
kids, in front of the mom, in front of
yeah, in front
everybody.
of the mom, in front of the kids, and he had a chance because he got in the suit. He got in the suit, and he could have tore them all up with the suit, but they grabbed the little
Yeah.
girls. Yeah,
Yep.
so when they grabbed the little girls, they were telling them, "Hey, you might try to kill us with that suit, but we'll kill her." So he hopped off the suit.
Right.
So that was fucked up. Basically, he gave his life for his kids.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I felt fucked up for this guy because he could have been selfish and killed them, but they probably would have took out one of the kids before he got the job done. Not
They
like
take a
Deathstroke.
minute.
Remember Deathstroke? Have you ever read Judas Contract?
Have I? I think I have read that one actually. I'm trying
Yeah,
to remember.
where they tell him, "Hey, give up or we'll kill your child," and he didn't give up. He went back fighting.
He's like, go ahead,
And
take them.
they slit his son's neck,
Oh
and
damn.
I was like, this guy
Yeah.
wasn't that ruthless. This guy was like, no, don't hurt my kids. I give
But
up.
it sucks though because he tried to do to save the kids, but they ended up getting taken anyways.
Yeah, they end up getting kidnapped anyways. Once
Yep.
they ripped out the dad's eyeball, they took the kids because they need the kids because they need the DNA to use these machines, to use
Right.
this helm thing. What's it called? The helm?
The helm. Yeah.
Yeah, so to use it, they need the DNA of the kids or of the dad. Obviously, the dad ain't gonna do it willingly. So they took the kids while they're small. He kidnapped them, and somebody says something along the lines of like they're safe. They won't kill them because he needs them to use the machine.
Right.
So yeah, but this was like man, it really made you feel like this would be awesome in a movie. It had to be a
Yep.
big budget movie though because of all the world building and the underwater stuff. So I could see how this would be expensive and it might maybe wouldn't make his money back.
Right.
But I mean, there's probably other ways they could use a lower budget.
Kind of reminded me of that Matt Damon movie, the one he goes to Mars or whatever.
Okay, Martian, I think that's the name of it, isn't
I
it?
think
Martian.
so.
It
Kind of
reminds
gave
me.
me
I don't know
that
if you ever seen the movie
feel.
The Abyss, old school movie from the guy that made
I
Terminator.
think I have seen that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
they're
super familiar.
underwater, and then they find out underwater there's aliens. It had a little bit of that vibe, like just the world itself had that vibe, but not the action and all that's kind of different.
Right. That's kind of how
Yeah, so
pretty much how
when
issue one ends, doesn't it? Just ends with that
yeah, once they take
fight
the
scene.
they
The
kidnap
daughters
the
get taken.
children, once they kidnap the children, the issue ends, and you're like it ended ruthless with the dad missing an eye, bleeding to death, and them taking
Yeah.
the kids, and the issue ends. That's issue one. So it's already like off the rails just in the first issue.
Yep.
Yeah, so the second issue starts with yeah, where the son it's 10 years later in the future. So the second
10
issue
years.
starts off
Yeah.
kind of crazy until it explains to you it's 10 years later. Yeah, and the son is all high on drugs and he's pretending he's a Roman guy and he's having sex with this Roman goddess. Then in the art, I like what the art does. It shows it, and
It's
then
really a prostitute.
yeah, I like the way the art does it because it shows a panel of that. It's all glorified. Then it shows the next panel, how it really looks when he's
Yeah, he's
sober,
coming
and it's
down off
just
the
some
drug.
ugly, yeah, it's an ugly drugged out prostitute, and he's all drugged out and run down himself. So
He's
then
a
you see
cop
how
though,
it
right?
doesn't look as nice when it's the real world picture, right? And
Right.
then in the fantasy dream they're having, it looks completely different. Then it explains to you that it's the son. It's 10 years later. The son is just he's just like half of the people in this world now that they're
The
just
son's a
taking
cop
drugs.
though, isn't he?
Yeah, because here it explains that yeah, half the people here are just taking drugs and just gave up already because they accepted that the air's running out and they're all gonna die anyways.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we find out he's a how you say we find out he's a freaking cop and there's a hooker. So it was like, oh
Mm-hmm.
shit, like it's not even his girlfriend or anything. Like he's a cop and
Yeah.
he's taking advantage of the hookers getting freebies, right?
Buying drugs off of him.
Yeah, that was crazy. Look at the cover to it.
And then as they're hooking up, the mom calls him. That Roman right there.
Yeah, that was him on the cover. So the cover was very telling of what the next issue was gonna be about. The covers are real telling of like kind of what the story is gonna be about, kind of. Because on
Right.
some books they don't do that. They have covers and it has nothing really to do with the story.
Yeah, they just put like a cool cover and that's about it.
Yeah, and these ones are kind of they give you like a little hint of what's gonna happen in that issue.
Right. Yeah, then the
Yeah, so
mom
yeah, the mom
calls
calls them and all that.
because it's the 10-year anniversary of their dad and sister's gone missing, and she wants them to go home because she hasn't seen them in a long time.
Yeah, yeah. When she calls them, oh, when she calls him, he starts arguing with the hooker because he has to leave.
Yeah, without paying her and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, I don't pay you or whatever. So the pimp shows up and they're about to go at it.
Well, they do go at it, and that fool puts a cap in her.
Yeah, yeah. Look at the world here. How I was talking about how it looks kind of 70s. I wish we would have had the tray or the tablet so I could just show it on the screen. It's just so heavy. The book, I'm gonna get all buff by the time by the time the video's over. Be on swole.
That's that's funny.
Yeah, so you saw how those lights are in the seats? They're very like how the 70s type of style.
Right.
Very shagadelic. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, how you said when he was shooting them, that was crazy. But you
Yep.
get to see how this world it's like almost you could take the sci-fi element out of it. You could just take the sci-fi part out of it, and this could be just in he could have told the same story, at least so far from the majority of the stuff that's happening in just a regular city, like in a ghetto,
Right.
like with these crooked cops, because that's what cops do a lot, take advantage of these hookers and shit. They don't arrest them, and then then yeah, like the hookers are always drugged out and all that.
Then
Yeah, it's a
there's
lot of
that. Did you understand that one part where the Mongols visits those weird? I don't know what I think it was called, like the Masaji, the something. She goes, it's like that weird priest. I don't know what it was. Confused on that part.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was kind of yeah, that was a
Like she
little
goes to
weird.
that
That's on issue
temple.
3, I believe. Is she
Mm-mm.
goes to yeah, we'll get to it right now when we get right there. But yeah,
That was
she's
issue two. That was issue two.
oh, it's issue 2?
Yeah, it was like kind of towards the end, like 3/4 of the way probably. She goes see those weird. It was like a priest or something like that. They go. She goes to some type of temple.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
I
trying
know,
to
I know
remember what
exactly
he
what you're
told
talking
her.
about. Yeah, it was a little weird right there. I think it was just one of those things where they conveniently add a scene that really doesn't make sense, but it's just to explain stuff to you.
Right.
Like it was one of those things. Like you ever read in books where there's a character that always just pops up in the right time to save somebody, like as a plot device. I
Right.
think that's what it was, where it was just there to kind of just explain things to you going forward, but it did feel out of place.
Right. Yeah. I was like, what the hell was this about? Yeah, it was a little weird. Okay. Let me see. What the hell happened right here? My thing freeze? Nah. All right. Cool. There you go. Yeah, that's the whatever it's called. What was that guy? The Masaji? Some type of priest.
Yeah, he's called the Masaje
Okay.
or the Masaji, yeah, with a J right there. Like in Spanish, it would just be the Masaje. Yeah, she's talking to him, and yeah, he's some type of fucking fortune teller, like a Nostradamus type thing.
Supposed to be a wise man, I guess.
Yeah, and he's explaining to her that he explains to her about the whole thing, the what you may call it, that thing that tells them that there's an inhabitable area.
The probe?
Yeah, he's the one that tells her, that gives her the heads up about the probe. He goes, "Hey, there's a probe that found an area where we can." He explained to her that that where they might be inhabited, right? Like it might
Yeah,
be,
he
you might be
he
able to
tells
live
her
there.
basically, like tells her, like, if you stay here, you're gonna die unhappy, basically, right? So
Yeah,
try to find this probe and at least try to live a
yeah.
happy life.
Go out swinging,
Yeah,
go out trying to find a cure or whatever for this issue, this epidemic, if you will.
right.
Yeah, and while he's doing that, the cop, the son, he's trying to kill the what you may call it, the pimp.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
pimp that he got into it with because of the hooker. So they because of their scuffle, the hooker ended up dead. The
He
cops
tried to
like
throw
fuck
him
him. He
off of
just
like a
toss.
cliff or something, right?
Yeah, he's about to toss him off a cliff to toss him off this cliff so he could take the blame, right? He's like, but before I toss you off, say you killed her. Like I guess so he
Right.
could record it or blame it on
Well,
him
in
or
a way, he
whatever.
kind of did because then he shoot at him or something. He did something where the dude had to fire back,
Yeah, he shot at the cop and the cop shot back, but he
and
shot
he
the hooker instead.
because he used the hooker as a shield. He
Yeah,
pulled.
kind of like one of those situations.
So I mean, in a
Suge
way, he
Knight
kind
thing,
of
how
did.
a Suge Knight used Pac. He used Tupac as a shield, just held on so he could take all the bullets.
In Vegas, messed up, bro.
Yeah, so it shows you how the son grew up to be a piece of shit, bro. Like he was just like fucking taking advantage of hookers, killing pimps, and framing people for stuff he's doing, taking
Yep.
drugs. Like he just became part of the problem,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well,
So
he gave
I
up
guess
after his parents or
yeah,
his
I was saying, I
dad and
guess
his
after
sisters got
after what
to him.
happened to his dad and how his sisters got kidnapped,
He just gave
he
up.
just he just turned sideways on me. He just became like corrupt, right?
Yeah, because before that, when he was a kid, like he was working on the ships, and he was like trying to be a mechanic and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was more optimistic. He was trying to be like the dad because the dad built technology and so forth.
Right.
Yeah, so he's living a very dark life. Like he's just living a fucked up life because he's already like we're all gonna die anyways, right?
Yeah.
He
Then
really
for
has
the
the same
past
attitude
10
as a lot of
years,
a lot of the politicians at this moment have that same type of attitude.
and then for the past 10 years, he sees his mom just she basically hasn't left her house. She's just living with all these memories, and even she says it goes, "I've been living with ghosts for 10 years," so she's been living this horrible life. So that's all he sees is his mom living a horrible life. His parents are gone, or his dad's gone, and his sisters. He just gave up.
Yeah, this is a very broken character for sure.
Hmm.
And not only is he broken, but now he's like fighting all these demons he has because of all the shit the life he's been living,
Yeah.
taking advantage of people because of his position and he's a cop.
Yep. That is very true.
Did you notice you get a lot of these? Get a lot of these panels. They add to the story. It helps. They're not just there just to be there. But I
The
noticed there's a lot of
blanks,
these pages.
the black ones.
Yeah, just all black.
Yeah, and it has like a little sentence or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of pages like that.
Yeah.
I gotta think it's because of this artist
It's basically it's
talking.
like the end of each issue has like a page or two like that.
Yeah, I think it's because this guy Greg Tacchini, because this art looks kind of crazy. Like it's probably very time consuming, right? Because it's
Right.
very it's not your basic art. So I'm thinking he probably does a lot of these pages to save time. Like just make a black page. That way I have to only do 16 pages instead of 22. Right? I think it was a way to do like shortcuts. But it does add to the
Maybe.
story because every time somebody passes out or something, you just get a black page. So
Right.
they've been knocked out or something.
Right. Was that the end of issue two?
Yeah, this is already getting towards the end of issue two, where he's about to throw the pimp off the cliff,
Oh
and all the
yeah.
cops
Okay.
show up, tell him you're under
Right. And they
arrest.
bust
That
them
yeah, we're wise to your crooked actions.
pretty much. Yep.
The art here I noticed is it doesn't really have inks or anything. I don't think there's an inker here. It's just light pencils, and it's kind of not even perfect lines. They're very like wavy and scratchy and so for the lines.
Watercolor or what?
Yeah, I think the colors are watercolors, but the pencils, the black lines in general, they're just like I think this art, if it didn't have these colors, I don't think if I would like the art that much. It kind of looks more simplistic, but it blends in well with these colors because it has
Right.
no inks or no like doesn't have a lot of. It doesn't seem like it has a lot of like it doesn't have perfect lines or anything. There,
True.
I
I'm
have to
looking
go
at it.
back and see at the end. Like I think at the end it has black and white sketches just to kind of see how the art looks without the colors.
I gotta try to compare it with the tablet to the what do you call it
To
better?
the
Like
to the
page by
book.
page. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like the way
The
I do
book
like
looks
the way the
better to
colors are.
me.
The colors ain't perfect either, but it's done on purpose. Where like say the mustache is black and the skin
Right.
is orange, it'll go orange and it'll color over some of the mustache will be colored over as orange as well. Like it doesn't stay in the lines or where the mustache is as black, it'll color it black and it'll color some of the face black too. Like the coloring
Okay.
doesn't stay within the lines,
Yeah, so
but
like a
it looks good
watercolor
that
then.
way. It gives it like a certain presence to it, right?
Right.
It makes it like unique. Yeah, so now we're on
Issue 3.
Yeah, now we're on issue 3. So the sun's already in oh, let me show the world again here.
Yeah, 'cause it starts off with a nice little page here.
So there's a cover there with the suit. There's a little world right here. You know how that looks.
Nice.
Yeah, so we get a lot of those shots where it zooms out and you get a feel for the whole city just to see what area you're on. Because some parts of the
Right.
city you could tell it's a more developed city, and some parts it's just ocean, just water, right? It's like the outskirts.
Yeah, and this issue starts off with an orgy. The Mongol speaks to he was like
Did
the
I throw it on there?
senator or what was that guy? Was he a senator or he was
Yeah, yeah, they're all governors, senators,
he's
they're
like the
all
senator,
politicians
right?
here.
He's in
Should I throw,
charge of
should I
he's in
throw it on
charge of
there?
it. If you want. So the senator's over here partying, having an orgy, as you can see.
Yeah, they're everyone's just all the politicians are just getting drugged out and getting hookers. And she shows up there, the mom talking to Stell, and she's like, they're explaining through the narration here how they all just quit already. They all gave up, so they're just trying to do how you say it, trying to do take drugs, get hookers, anything to keep their mind off of that
Off
they're
of
all gonna
dying.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I noticed that whenever she brings up solutions, like we should try to do this, we should try to do that, they get angry.
Right.
You notice that they get angry, they
Yeah, well,
start
because she
yelling at
goes
her
to
and
the
shit.
senator to ask him for a ship, right? Because she wants to go up top to look for the probe. Because I think she said she found one, right? She found a probe.
Yeah, yeah. So that's up top. So I thought they went deeper down into the water. So
No,
they're going
that's
up.
yeah. They're going to the surface.
Okay, okay. See there, I was confused on that part. I thought they were going lower down into the water, like deeper down, because she
Now they're
asked for
going
a
to the
submarine.
surface.
Okay,
So yeah, so she asked for the surface, and the senator got upset. Pretty much told her, stop with that junk. You're not gonna find nothing. But I guess he kind of wants to sleep with her, so she slept with him to get the ship.
okay. See, I missed that part too. I saw him arguing, but I didn't know that that's what she had to do to get what she wanted.
Yeah.
Because it's also her son. Remember, he was gonna kill that pimp.
Uh huh.
So they arrested him when the cop showed up. They go, "We found out you're a crooked cop or whatever." Okay, so she hooked up with him, and that's why they released the son.
Yeah.
They released
They
him
were gonna
from
they're gonna lock him up anyway. So she's like, oh well, let me take my son up there. You think we're gonna die anyway? So what's the difference? He's gonna go die with me. So just let him go. So that's what he did.
Okay, yeah. So I didn't even know that she had like kind of like prostituted herself for this. So yeah, just the
Yep.
crazy like the dark world they're in. It's very like
Let me see if I can
and
find the little
even him
page.
right here when they're going to get the son out of jail, when they're gonna release him, he was ready to hang himself. He was calling it quits already. He's like, "What's the point?" This is like a lot of depressing shit going down, but it's a very depressing world, but the way it's written, it seems dark, but it doesn't seem too depressing.
Yeah, look, this is a little scene. It goes, you can have your son in the equipment for your suicide mission, but in exchange, you'll have to serve your senator.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I do remember when he was telling her something like that when they were having the speech when he's yelling at her.
Yeah,
But yeah, so the senator did it just for a power trip because he already had like 20 hookers with him right there.
pretty much.
Yeah, so he did this just a power trip to tell her, well, you gotta get on your knees if you want a favor
Right.
because he had a bunch of other hookers that could do that, right?
Yeah.
And there was a lot of crazy shit in those orgies. There's a lot of like guy on guy action and women on women and all kinds of shit. Like
Yeah.
like it was like anything goes.
They're all taking that.
That scene reminded me a lot of the Spartan times too, of the Roman times. Like a lot of this is like feels like the
Right.
Roman era too, where they used to do all that stuff with the kings, with their slaves and all that.
And they're all
They-
taking that cream drugs. I wonder if it's some type of like ecstasy type of thing that makes everyone all horny and just want to have sex.
Yeah, it could be. They never really explain what exactly it does. They just explain that they do those
But every
drugs.
time they're using it, they're always having sex.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, they never quite explain what it was. Well, yeah, this issue when it ends, same thing. Another black two-page spread of just two black pages.
So in that issue 3, we also have the son. They show him trying to kill himself. The mom makes it to the prison to take him out.
Yeah,
When he
no,
sees
that
the
was the end of
mom,
issue 2. Oh no, 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 you're right, you're right. That was issue
Yeah, that's
three.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That's issue three.
So the mom shows up to get him, and he sees her, and he just basically throws himself off the chair, try to hang himself.
Yeah, that's just funny because he says, "Fuck it." He
Yeah,
goes,
he's like,
he's on a
ah,
chair and he was gonna kill himself, and his mom shows up. She goes, "You're free," and then he's like, "Fuck it." He still tries to suicide himself.
yeah, because he says he doesn't deserve to live, according to him at least.
Yeah, that was funny when he said that. 'Cause I thought he's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna kill myself after all," and he was like, "Fuck, I'm still gonna try
Yeah, he
to
looked there, he's
hang
like,
myself."
let's do it anyways. Let's go. He just jumps off that damn chair, like they were just gonna let him hang there.
Yeah, so yeah, now they got into the ship, and the artwork here it's crazy. Again, it's really like a lot of this art because it shows them. Oh, you're right, they are going higher up
Yeah,
into the ocean, and you get to see all kinds of weird fish and sharks, and they are all like they look kind of like the sea creatures, but slightly modified, right? Like they look a little mutated or a little different.
right. And
And they
that
have
ship
that
looked
here.
weird
They
too. It
show
looks
a
like
huge
a
carcass. They show a
it
huge
looks like a
carcass
blimp.
of like a whale or a shark or something, right? And the
Right.
boat gets stuck there. The
I
submarine.
think they said it was like a mammoth carcass, big ass whale or whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah. It says here we've been snagged by a mammoth carcass. Yeah,
Well, I think a mammoth is a squid because in the first issue, remember they when the pirates attacked them, that mammoth
yeah. They called it a mammoth, and it was a big
like a
squid.
squid, octopus, weird
Yeah,
looking
but here
creature.
these the way this carcass is, it doesn't look like a squid because it has like ribs and a spine, and the squids don't have that. I don't even think they have a skeletal structure. But
True.
yeah, she calls it a mammoth, but if you look at the carcass, it looks completely different than a squid's.
Yeah, because she calls it a mammoth carcass. So that's weird. Yeah, but right here, aren't they? They're running out of oxygen, right? Or no, they
Yeah,
got
yeah, they
stuck.
start running out of oxygen. When they get stuck on there, they
And they
start
get
running out of
stuck.
oxygen.
Yeah. So they have to swim to that what's it called? Paluma, city of Paluma, something Paluma.
Yeah, so they have to get out of that little submarine they're in, and they kind of have to do it just swimming because
Right.
they can't get that thing unstuck, and then you're gonna sit there and die. So it's all bad. They keep going after one bad situation to another.
Pretty much. Nothing good
That's
for
crazy.
this.
You see how like yeah, how they have a lot of obstacles all the time in the way,
Nothing easy
all
for
the
these
time.
people. Yeah, so
Yeah,
they're trying to swim to Paluma, and it's like not on the map. So they're kind of tripping. But the dad always told them about this city, Paluma. So they're trying to find it.
here's once they got out of the ship, another cool page. They're swimming around all these jellyfish.
Oh yeah, then that big ass fish right there. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, man, I can imagine that scene when they're swimming through jellyfish and stuff. I can imagine that on the TV screen. The way jellyfish look all dope with the way they almost look like light bulbs when they're in the
Right.
ocean.
Yeah,
And I can see
fluorescent
them
and
swimming
stuff.
through. That would look badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got this big ass fish too. How you said, almost looks a little bit like a koyo, like those Chinese fish.
Right.
Except it's huge, like the size of a whale. Yeah, I like that they show those fishes swimming through, so you really get a vibe of the way this ocean and the way the outskirts are now. The outskirts were
Right.
now that they're no longer in that little safe city they lived in. What one more? This one.
All kinds of different life forms.
Yeah, so yeah, so far when I was right here, this is would you call this like an adventure book, like sci-fi adventure, or what would you call this?
More
What
just
genre?
yeah, I guess sci-fi adventure maybe.
Because I was thinking, I go, would you call this adventure? Because it was kind of, but I was like, but at the same time, it's dark, so would it be like something not like suspense or something, sci-fi suspense?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you have all these creatures, all these crazy creatures, like you were saying, and they're all like half of one thing, half of another. Like this is like a eel and a seahorse. Then this big one is like a whale and a coil fish. Like there are two things hashed together from the real world to create something new.
Right. And is that the end of issue
Yeah, that's the
three?
end of the issue where they swim out of the submarine.
And they
They
start
swim
swimming
out,
for
so
that
you're like,
place,
all
right?
right, the submarine's stuck. They have to go out on foot, just by hand swimming, right?
Right.
And the issue ends there when they see the fish and other animals swimming by. It ends right there. So you're kind of like, oh, what's gonna happen next, right?
Right.
So then, okay, this next one, the beginning of issue 4 is when they're starting to run out of oxygen. It shows it 10 minutes left, 11 minutes of
Right.
power, like 12, and the colors even change.
So beginning of issue 4.
Yeah, we're in issue 4 now. The
All
beginning
right.
of issue
Cool.
four is where it shows that time ending 10, 9, 8, like
Right.
so on and so on. And they find this place. This is right in the second page of issue 4. Nice, huge 2-page spread.
Oh, let me make it bigger.
All right. Can you see
That's
it there?
that's
That's a big
the
ass city. This looks badass too. It shows you like how the new city they're getting to now.
that's Paluma.
That's what it's called, Paluma.
Yep. That is called Paluma, the little city their
Yeah,
dad always told them about.
yeah. So they found this new city right before they ran out of oxygen. They're like, cool. We found a savior type of thing. And this is when shit starts getting crazy.
In this city though, for the past 20 years, they haven't heard from it, so they didn't even know people were alive or what. Because they
Yeah, because
always just
they never leave their little area where it's
yeah, there
safe.
was no communication either. Like they stopped communicating with the other cities, so they didn't know what
Yeah,
was gonna happen there.
and you see how this place it's like going from United States, where it's a nice, cozy country, right? That's how the first city was, where they were at, where everything was safe. And yeah, the politicians were getting high and quitting on society and so forth,
Now
but
they're
they
in
were letting
TJ.
people be themselves, right? And then so you thought, oh, this is a bad city, but it's actually not that bad compared to now that they leave that country or that area, and now they're in a new place. Now you see how much worse it is, and you realize how good they had it where they were at,
Right, but
right?
now do you see who's in charge though?
Yeah,
The
but they needed to
Scurvies.
go somewhere else. Yeah, they needed to go somewhere else anyways because the air. But this place is fucked up. Like this is like a third world country. Like it's like going from United States to Mexico.
Yeah, but the Scurvies are in charge. The same people that killed the husband and took the daughters.
Yeah, yeah. You see all these pirates here and stuff, and yeah, it's crazy when
What's up,
it's
Silos? Kragan.
what up, what up. Happy Friday, my G.
Talking about Low. I don't know if you ever
We're
read
just
it.
talking about Law. I don't know. You checked that book out before?
Then we're gonna talk about Beastars.
Yeah, this is a good one. The Law is a good one, man. Lot of crazy shit going down, and
Good
we're on
art,
issue
good
four.
colors, crazy story.
Yeah, we're on issue 4, and she's about to hit the fan. She's about to go down on this issue
Yep,
because the mom finds the leader of this place is the guy that kidnapped her kids.
yep,
So when I saw him before she saw him, I saw him on the pen. I was like, holy fuck, it's this guy.
yeah,
So I was like, oh, and then my reaction I had when I started reading again, she had the same reaction. She's like, holy shit, it's this guy. I was like, oh, damn, like we're on the same page. I'm feeling right, like exactly like how the mom felt in that panel.
yeah. He's in charge. Scurvies are took over this little bubble.
Yeah, man. So this is crazy right here. They show the what's it called? They show the daughters here. He has them enslaved. It reminds me of Jabba the Hutt, where he has Princess Leia in the bikini suit.
Yeah.
He has the daughters like that right now, right?
Well, the one he has
Yeah, he
one
has one of the
daughter.
daughters that way. So the mom sees her daughter all
Her
grown
name, I
up,
think it was
and
like
he sees the
Tajo or
yeah, and he sees the guy
something
that
like that.
tore the dad's eyeball out. And I
Yep.
can imagine how you're gonna be feeling in that moment. That would left an impression. The art did a good job, but so did the writing building you up to that scene, right? Like I was like, holy fuck! Like right away when he had it right there, you're like that's the daughter,
Yeah.
right? Like
Mm-hmm. That's a crazy little town. People are like gambling and stuff because they're having like
yeah, it's like the
fights.
underworld.
They're throwing down. They're betting. And the mom wants to kill this dude right away, and the son's like, "Hey, hold up! Let's just try to make a plan."
Yeah, man. You think that is there any characters at this moment that you're like rooting for your favorite character or anything like that?
Probably just the mom.
All
Rooting
right,
for
I
the
had no.
mom since
To
it's been
me,
so she's been through a lot, so I'm kind of rooting for her.
there was yeah, I'm rooting for her, but I wouldn't say she's like my favorite character.
Well, I don't know if
I
she's my
feel like I
favorite
don't have any
character.
characters I like. They're all broken characters.
Yeah, there's no
They're
one.
all
No,
fucking piece of shit people,
yeah, there's
except the
not one
mom.
character that I like. There's only one character I'm rooting for. Obviously, the mom because she's been through so
Yeah,
much. I'm
she's the
like,
main protagonist, and she's the yeah. Obviously, she hasn't done
yeah,
anything bad, but everybody here is like broken down characters. Like the son is garbage, and then he's annoying as fuck. He's been bitching the whole time about how the world's gonna end. I want to
yeah,
die. Why are you sending me to look for a new inhabitable area? He's just
yeah,
whining and whining and whining. And he gets mad at the mom because the mom's like, "We'll find a we'll find a place where we'll survive." And he
yep,
gets mad, like, "Shut up! Stop being so positive! Like, you just get my hopes up, and then when it doesn't happen, I already accepted that we're gonna die, right? So don't give me hopes again."
pretty much, yeah,
Yeah, so he's annoying. And then here you started somewhat starting to he was starting to not be as annoying in the last issue. He was
right,
starting to change a little bit.
a
Right?
little
He was
bit.
starting to kind of cut it off a little bit.
Trying to be a little bit more manly.
Yeah, like knock it off, bro, knock it off. You've been annoying. And now he's kind of along with the mom now. He was kind of starting to be like, all right, let's go see what's going on. Like maybe we will find something. The farther away they get from their little city, the more he's like, maybe there is something out there. He's starting to
I think,
believe.
and two because he sees this guy that just killed his, or not just killed his dad, but the guy that killed his dad and took his sister. So
Yeah, that's when he stopped whining. He was
I
like
think
all of
that's
a sudden
yeah,
he's locked in. He's locked
getting
in
him
now.
more motivation.
Yeah, now he's not whining and stuff. Now he's like, all right, maybe our sisters are here, and maybe now he's yeah, how you said he's motivated. Now he wants to know what's going down. He's no longer feeling all like run down and let's give up on life.
Right.
Yeah, that changed him real quick right there when he saw this guy. This guy's clearly a piece of. I mean, the son was annoying, but this other guy, he's a piece of shit. That's the one you root for, like to die. Like,
Oh
I hope they
yeah.
kill this motherfucker. Like, hope they
Yeah.
let this fool have it because he's there pimping out the daughter or something. He has her in a bikini and he has her like in a chain or whatever. And then he just what he did to the dad, who the dad also kind of seemed like a cool guy. So yeah,
Yeah, you
when
could
you
tell
see
the
him,
dad
you're
was
like,
all in love with his kids and stuff. He was a cool dude.
yeah, yeah, you just your average person, right? Your average Joe. And,
Yep.
and this guy, we haven't found out was he always in a position of power or did he rise to power through this mech, through this technology?
I think he was always in charge of this little pirate group.
Yeah, because he was in charge of the group when they went to kill the dad and to
Yeah.
steal the machine. He was
Yep.
clearly the leader of that little group, but it didn't
Yeah.
never pointed out if he was like the leader of that little city.
I don't think so. I think they took it over because remember the dad would always say he would go there. He would
Yeah,
mention that's why
yeah,
the mom knew where it was because the dad would mention about this like hidden little city.
yeah. I think when he went back with this helm, I think he started taking over the spot and he became like the head honcho there.
Right. I think so too.
And now it's all corrupt and all messed up, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, the character
No.
building on this is insane, man. Like, yeah, how he could have rose from just like your average thug to like the leader of some type of organized
Yeah, because just
shit.
in a couple issues, you're already kind of rooting for people. You already hate some people, and just a matter
Yeah,
of just a few issues.
yeah, the son already went from being a kid to being a piece of shit, and then to like now redeeming himself.
Right.
And everybody had issues because even the mom, I mean, even her morals were compromised because she prostituted herself for a favor.
Yep.
So even she was not like perfect either. But she's still the most likable out of all the characters. But there's no real like to me, yeah, I'm on her side. But even in her, she was kind of like, But
Yeah.
maybe she'll start being more badass further down the road.
Like I kind of get it. Like she was upset. Obviously, she sees this guy that just killed her. Not once again, not just killed her, but killed her husband and took her kids. So she was gonna hold. I was like, "Come on, lady, calm down. You're trying to do too much. Like you ain't got nobody there to help you. Just you by yourself with your son.
Yeah, he has a whole fucking army of pirates.
Yeah. Like
He's
what are you
like,
gonna
let's
do by
lay low
yourself?
and think of a plan, right? And she just wants to
Yeah.
jump head first.
And the
Because
son was
yeah, I get
telling
it. She
her
got
too.
emotional. She can't control her anger towards him.
Yeah. And the son was telling her like, calm down. We got to come up with a plan. But now she
Yeah,
didn't
look at
listen.
here. You see her just rush the spot. She just rushed that guy and fucking stabbed him right there because he sees him with her daughter. He just stabbed him right there.
Yep.
So right here, once that happened, once he's telling her to calm down and he still rushed the spot, After she stabbed him, at first I was like, yeah, like we're getting rid of this motherfucker, and there's gonna be somebody else that's the main guy or whatever, right? That's what I thought.
Right.
But I don't know because it seems he has some type of supernatural element, right? Like some type of superpower. Because he
I'm not
didn't die,
sure.
he lived. After she got stabbed like 6 times, he
What
still lived.
what did she stab him with?
Her suit has like claws, like Wolverine claws, but it's five of them, like each finger, and you could use them to. She stabbed him like
Oh,
that with her
okay.
hand.
Got you. Yes, is yeah, I'm not sure about that. You're right though.
Yeah. Hold up, hold up.
All right. Maybe he does have some type of superpower that I don't know of. Cause he didn't die and she shanked him pretty good too. So I'm not sure, you guys. If you know, drop it down in the comments. Yeah, this is a pretty crazy scene. I'm trying to see if it says something about her or have him having some type of superpower. Which I don't think I remember it saying anything about that. Just says that nope. You'll never touch my daughter again. 10 years Merrick would have had a father to help. Nope. It doesn't say anything about him having a superpower. It says, and here you are, your blade finally in my belly. But it doesn't say anything about him just chilling right there with these knives in his stomach. Like, ain't no big deal. It says, a woman who endangered her children for the good of the something of her lovely Salis. Yeah, it doesn't mention anything about him having some type of power. That is kind of trippy because she did stab him and he was just chilling. Yeah, I don't think it mentions him having any power.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at right here. What is this? Towards the end of almost end of issue 4, right?
I'm not sure. Kind of maybe the
Yeah,
middle
look on the
ish,
next
kind of
page.
towards
Yeah,
him.
on the next page, once they get her, he has like bandages on his ribs, so like it affected him, but it didn't kill him. So I don't know if he has superpowers or if he's just like he could withstand a lot of pain because he does have bandages and stuff, like he's healing.
Right. Touch her. She's yeah. I don't see anything about that part.
Now here it looks like the daughter when he stabbed them, it looks like she kind of recognized them, right? Like she recognized that it's her mom.
Right. No, I think she does know it's her mom, doesn't
Yeah,
she?
like it looked like she knows it's her mom, and the guy told her, he goes, "Are you forgetting who your father is or who your real family?" And she
Right.
said, "No, of course not." So it looked like if she thought about like helping the mom, but then the
Right.
guy told her that, and she was like, "No, no, no, of course not." And she just says, "But don't kill her, let her live." Like, cause
Right.
we could use her. She tries to play it out like, "Oh, we could use her for later," but really she's trying to help her, like, so he doesn't kill her.
But yeah, because then the daughter also tells the guy to spare her. Remember, she's like, "Please, please spare her."
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
so I think
yeah. Look at right here. This is the see here. He has the bandages, so he's after the fight and whatnot. And over here on this page over here, the daughter is right there, and the brother reunites with her. He grabs her and he lets her know, "Hey, it's me, your brother," and whatnot, like letting her know they're gonna break her loose one day.
right,
The wheels are in motion. You can only imagine how she's feeling right now. You've been captured by this person for 10 years, basically your whole life, because she was like 6 or something when this happened, right? So
right.
basically, the majority of your life, you've been with this person that has you in prison, and you have to play it off like you like them.
Yep.
And then I don't know if he just has her as a daughter, like, because he's just using her to control the mechs, or if he's like, like sexually abusing of her or what. Because it almost looks like he has her as like a sex slave or something.
Right. All skimpy clothes.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily explain if he does or doesn't, or if he's just using her for the mix.
Right. But then the daughter sets up her brother after she tries to save her.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see. I stopped right here. I didn't finish issue 5 or 6.
No. You can stop at
No,
issue 4 if you want.
okay, wait up. So then, you know that I was here. You, how did you find Paloma? Okay, yeah. So she's telling the brother here that how did you know I was here and so forth. Okay, so she sets him up after.
Yeah, a couple right after your right after she finds him. That same issue.
Okay, I'm gonna have to finish that one. Yeah, let's stop right here right now because I want to see what happens from here.
All right,
Yeah, so we ended at issue
4.
four. Basically, we finished issue four basically, and we need issue five and six. Wait, let me
Issue
get a
5 and 6
bookmark.
are not too bad.
Yeah, hold up.
Yeah, I think you'll like issue 4 or yeah, issue 5. I mean 5 and 6.
Since I just opened this right now, I have to stretch it properly because I already see there. Since I was just flipping to the pages without a proper stretch, it's getting I have to stretch it properly because I think it's like ungluing here. I'm not gonna mess with it right now. I'm gonna stretch it later. Yeah, man. So those
Cool.
four issues, that was pretty strong, man. I read this like 3 4 years ago, and I forgot the majority of it. I just remember the part where it was about the underwater and they were running out of air. I remember that part.
I read this in singles as it was coming out.
Me too. When it was first coming out in
And then
singles,
I
that's
read the
when I was barely
hardcover
starting
when it
to.
first came out.
That's when I was barely starting to collect to read comic books. When this book was coming out in singles, I read up to issue like 6 or 7, and then I stopped and I just started and I just waited for the hardcover when I heard there was gonna be hardcovers of it.
Yeah, I read the hardcover when it came out too, but I didn't read the second one.
Yeah, because when those came out, I was reading the singles, and then when I started finding out about the hardcovers, I stopped collecting singles and I started just buying hardcovers instead.
Right.
Yeah, so but those were that's one of the series I was buying in singles was that one, and I don't remember too much about it because it was a minute ago. But man, yeah, it was a like it's a very dark, depressing story, but at the same time, when you're reading, it doesn't feel depressing. If that makes sense,
Right.
like you feel for the characters, but you don't feel depressed yourself.
Right.
Because there's stuff like if you ever read some of the Tom King stuff, like have you ever read the Sheriff of Babylon?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that one's depressing. Tom King has that style where he's like he'll write some depressing shit, but he also make you feel like all depressed, like oh man, like these characters. Yeah, I think he suffers from some type of I think that writer suffers from some type of depression, some type of
Right.
like illness or something. And I think he lets it out on his stories. Like they're always real depressing because he's I guess that's how he vents or whatever, how he lets his
Mm-hmm.
emotions out.
Right.
Yeah, but this wasn't like it was those type of stories, like a dark story, but it didn't have that feel where you felt personally that way. That's what. So that was a good thing. I like that about it. You don't want to read something that's dark, but then you feel all like that, like it ruins your vibe for a minute. You're like, oh, this is whack. Like it doesn't do that. Like you know what did that for me was that movie Apocalypto. You ever
I never
watched
seen
it?
it.
You never
No.
seen it? Oh
No.
man, fucking Mel Gibson, bro. He'll write a movie where everybody gets treated like shit and it has you feeling like shit for them. And when you're done watching it, you're just depressed. You're just depressed for like the next hour. You're just like feeling like if like all fucked up for these people.
Damn. Yeah, I never seen it.
And Apocalypse, all it is they're just getting tortured for like 3 hours of a movie.
Damn.
They're raping their wives, beating their kids, and like beating on them. And you're just like, oh, like is this over yet? Like
Damn.
and they're doing that in he also did Passion of the Christ, Mel
Right.
Gibson, and the same shit. They just beating on Jesus Christ for 3 hours. So it's like he writes some depressing ass shit. That's kind of what Tom King does, but in comics.
Damn. The Apocalypse. I always heard it was good, but I never watched it.
I wouldn't rewatch it. I watched it once. It was okay. It was good, but I wouldn't rewatch it. Once is
Got
enough.
you.
I didn't even bother with Passion of the Christ. After I watched that, I go, it's just gonna be the same shit, but even probably
Yeah,
worse.
I think I even tried to find Apocalypto online. I couldn't even find it, so I didn't watch it.
They said that the what's it called? A lot of people said they walked out crying for the Jesus Christ movie,
Right.
Passion of the Christ, and a lot of people said that the same thing happened in theaters when the Apocalypse. A lot of people walked out crying and depressed, and and what's it called? Because it was very like realistic the way it was directed and everything. Both of them,
Right,
they're basically kind of the same thing. They're both just a person getting tortured through the whole movie, right?
right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That this didn't feel that way. Like it didn't make me feel all fucked up like that, but it did make you feel like, oh, it's a fucked up story, like what's happening with everybody.
Did you end up reading or watching Beastars? All the issues?
What was it for issues five, episodes five through? Yeah, I watched all of them. I don't remember that much about episode eight though, but I did watch all of them.
Yeah, I watched all of them. Kind of binged them real quick. Like I mentioned, my cousin's family member died, so they've been over here, so I didn't have time to really watch it.
Oh, okay, okay.
I just
Yeah,
watched them all today. Just took down whatever notes I could.
yeah, that's one of those shows. It's a good show, but I think it's like a lot of the like in these four issues and the first four. I mean, these four episodes and the last four, kind of the same thing going down, like kind of the same vibe.
Right.
Like I don't think we got introduced to anything new, have we? Story wise.
The black market was pretty cool.
The black market part. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Passion of the Christ movie was deep, man. I haven't watched it, but everybody said it was deep. They said it's the same as Apocalypto, and Apocalypto was like a sad movie. It's just about basically all the Mayans. It's the Mayans, they show up and like other warriors like Aztecs and stuff, because Aztecs are like warriors and Mayans are just like regular village people, right?
Right.
So they have their own little like society. And the other group, the Aztec, the warrior ones come in and just kidnap all of them because they're better trained at fighting and all that stuff, you know? The other guys are just hunters. And the Aztec ones are like warriors, so they just enslave them, steal their women, chop off their heads, they do all kinds of shit to them, and then they sell them to the I think to the white people as like slaves. No, or maybe it was to another Indian tribe. I can't remember.
Hmm. Never seen it.
But yeah, it shows how a lot of but back then that was normal though. Like I mean, it was a bad thing still, but it happened to it happened to our races. To every race got enslaved if you weren't strong enough to fight back and stuff. That's how
Right.
times were brutal back then. Like look at the Roman, all the gladiators is all just people they grabbed and enslaved and forced to fight. It's the same thing here. They grabbed the Indians, the Mayans, and all, and they enslaved them, and then it's kind of like they did that with a lot of like if you ever watch Roots, I don't know if you watched that movie. It's kind of the same
No.
thing where they just grab a lot of black people and they enslave them as well. But
Nope.
here's the
Never
same
seen
thing,
it.
but except here it's Indians, it's Mayans, but it happened at least some. I mean, obviously we didn't live back then, but they say that happened a lot with a lot of with everybody, right? With every race, they'll just grab people and enslave them to have them do their work for them, right?
Yep. No, I didn't get any footage this week for Beastars.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So yeah, nah, I was gonna say we should do Apocalypto one day, but nah, that movie's too depressing. I had it, I bought it, I watched it back when it came out, and I gave it away after I watched it. I just watched it one time and I was like, I'm never watching this shit again. I just gave it away.
Right. We want to get into Beastars then?
Yeah, we could start Beastars. We're gonna be talking about Beastars episodes five,
Five
six,
through
seven,
eight.
and eight.
Hell yeah, boy.
All
How's
right,
the
you
first
guys.
one?
Where did the first issue start at? Or the first episode? I mean.
Um, issue five was started with Louis, who was yelling at these fools about fighting on stage. Remember?
Oh yeah, about
And
what's his
then
name?
all
What's his name?
the
Killed it, man. What was his name? The
Legoshi
wolf?
and
Boogie?
what was his name? Not Legoshi.
Yogoshi, yeah, Yogoshi.
Was a wolf.
Yeah, the wolf. Yeah, he freaking killed it, man. He couldn't control his temper. Yeah, so that's where the last one ended, and right here, yeah, he's taking a lesson from Louis the deer. He's chewing out the tiger in him.
Yeah, and then all the other kids show up and they're all happy about the violence.
Yeah, because it was a nice plot twist. They were all talking about. Oh man, what a plot twist! This you didn't do this in other previous plays. Like, oh, who came up with that great idea to really surprise the crowd?
Right.
So
So
then
they were all
Louis,
happy about it.
yeah, you could tell Louis is like really a quick thinker. He's like, oh yeah, yeah, it was all part of our plan to liven it up a little, keep it fresh, you know.
Yeah. Oh, you like
So he's
that?
doing the
Okay.
whole
Yeah. Cool.
he's putting the whole media positive spin on things.
Yep. Good PR.
Yo, what up, Leo? We're right here
What up,
reviewing
man?
Beastars. We're talking about Beastars a little bit. You familiar with it? You ever watched the animation on Netflix? It's a cartoon movie type thing. It looks like cartoon animals, but it's kind of like almost like just a TV show. If you watch it, it's basically a TV show but in cartoon. because it's very
Right.
realistic. They don't have like superpowers or anything like that. It's just very grounded.
Yeah, just your slice of life, just with animals.
Yeah. Is it really slice? Is that what it's? Is that what genre is under? Slice of life?
I don't know, but just about like normal life.
That I don't know. If that life is that normal.
Nah, it's
They
normal
live a
life.
kind of crazy life. Fucking what's it called? Controlling themselves from not killing people every day.
That is true. Check it
I ain't
out.
yet, but I'll check it out soon. Yeah, check it out for sure, man. It's only 12 episodes, and basically, like every 6 episodes is like 2 hours. So basically, it'll be like watching two movies.
Yeah, they're like 20-minute episodes. There's 2 seasons, 24
Yeah,
episodes total.
yeah. 6 episodes is like a 2 hour movie. Then you could watch the next day the other 6 episodes, another 2 hour movie. So you can knock it out in 2 days or even in one if you wanted to. Yeah, you gotta come do reviews with us of movies next time, man. We get it. We get on the same page to review the same movie.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I
So,
went to high school with you.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I know
that's
since
cool.
back in the day.
So yeah, so after these fools getting chewed out, then we end up finding out that Louis was hooking up with the rabbit chick Sally.
Oh, that's in the with the that's her name, Sally, the slutty one.
In the manga, it's Sally. In the show, it's like Haru or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
I
just
think she
call her
said
Sally.
Haru. Yeah, the one that was labeled the school slut.
So yeah, so that's what's going down in
Yeah, check out that show. Check
episode
out that
five.
show, Beastars. See if you join us for the next one of that one. Next time is gonna be issues episodes 9 through 12, the last ones for next Friday. Yeah, she's what's it called? But before that, we started where yeah they're chewing out what's his name, and so they think it's part of the play, but he still doesn't he does he still suspend them
No,
from, from coming on the play?
I think he tried. Yeah, I think he wanted to, but I don't think he can do it anymore.
Yeah, yeah, because they got a positive spin on things. So
Yeah, and everyone's all happy and wants to see it again.
yeah, so now it's so now what's his name? Yugi or what's his name again? I keep forgetting.
Legoshi,
Yeah, Negoshi. So it's now Negoshi. Is he now gonna be an official? Is he gonna be an official actor now?
I think
Because he was
so.
just a stagehand. He controlled the lights and all that, opened the curtains. But since that show went well, now what's his name? The dear Louis needs to play the part of the third guy that stops the fight. Are they gonna keep like assuming they keep doing the same play now where they fight each other, right?
Right.
If they do that, they didn't explain if he started coming out on the plays or not, because they fast forward a year after.
Was it a year after?
Yeah, after that they said that a year has passed. He said a year has passed and people still keep bringing up how I lost control in the Broadway play. There was a part where he said that
Huh.
unless they because I know sometimes with these movies since they're
I
Japanese.
don't think a year passed because people were all happy about the attack, the violence on the stage.
Yeah, yeah, but there was a part where one of the drama kids, when they're going to they're walking around in campus to their classes, he says, "Oh, it's so hard to work in this drama class, especially when you have teammates that can't control themselves. They could just lose their temper." And when
Right.
he says that, Yugoshi, it just shows it through narration. It shows his thinking, and he says, "I can't believe a year has passed and they still bring that up."
Huh.
But I know sometimes when they do Japanese films or other from other countries in general, and their translation, sometimes they mistranslate things inaccurately. So maybe you could have said a month, a week, who knows? Maybe they miss when they translated it. Maybe they got it wrong.
Final season. Oh, it's gonna be 36 episodes, 3 seasons.
Okay, so how many seasons is it? Three
It's
or
two out
two?
so far.
I thought this was. I thought the second one was barely. I thought the second one was barely gonna come out.
That's already out.
Okay, so the final season is gonna be the third one then.
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. Where you get your news from, Bloody? So I gotta start following some news. That's why it can show you when the animes are coming out in books and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't really go on the websites too much of that stuff to search for all that, but I'll check them out. I just like to be surprised when it pops up. Be like, oh, this is coming out already.
Yeah, then we get the rabbit getting bullied again by these girls.
Oh yeah, yeah, she was getting bullied again. She's is it just me? Am I tripping? Or when the wolf stands next to her, are they now drawing her way littler than before?
Um, no, I just think the first couple episodes she was never really near him too much.
Because in the first episode, it looked like she was up to like right under his chest, like a little lower, like a little higher than his waist, but under his
Right.
chest, like she was short. And now they draw him like a giant, and she's like up to his knee, and he's like
Well,
all huge. I was like, what the fuck? Like, all of a
well,
sudden now they draw him
if
all
you're
way
saying
bigger.
that a year passed, that would make sense. He probably got bigger, you know.
But maybe he grew.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I saw him, I was like, damn, like, he looks way bigger now next to her. And then he even says, I forgot how little she was next to me. Now
Yeah.
she's like up to his, now she's up to like his knee, and the other rabbits are up to like his waist.
Right. Yeah, because I missed the part where they said anything about going forward a year.
Yeah, it was when they were just walking to their classes.
Got you.
Yeah, so yeah, that little rabbit was still getting bullied by that girl that she's mad that she stole her boyfriend, right?
Yeah. Her and the same her little clique. But
Yeah,
this
she
time
has
she
her
actually
little
stands
gang
up to
member
him, starts
to
telling him all
bully.
kinds of stuff. And
Yeah,
as
she's
she's
the one
yelling
that's
at him,
killing.
Legoshi shows up, stands behind her. They kind of run away.
Yeah, yeah, that was funny when she thinks they're scared of her.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh
They're
man, these
scared of
people."
the wolf.
Yeah,
But that was funny. That's when I noticed that when he stood behind her, I was like, damn, I go, he looks like freaking Godzilla. And she looks like little, like they drew him out huge now. That's when I noticed he was drawn like so much bigger now than before.
but I
I have
remember
to go back. I have to
there
go
was
back
a
and watch
part.
episode 2 or 3 because I'm pretty sure he was drawn smaller. Like she was like up to like his waist before. Now she's up to like his knee.
Well, I remember this episode. He mentioned something about like he was bigger. It's like, "Oh man, I grew."
Oh, they said that on the episode.
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't know. I don't remember that part, but yeah, he looked bigger.
he was like in his dorm room and he mentioned something about like getting bigger. So yeah, you might be right. A year probably passed, and then like he mentioned, he got bigger. So you're on
Yeah,
to
but the
something,
tiger's still bigger than him.
right? Well, yeah, a tiger gonna be bigger than a wolf.
Yeah, yeah, and then they showed yeah the black market part too, where
That's way later.
yeah. So what happens? Oh, after that is the other girl getting bullied. Another wolf joined
Well,
the
after that, they go on their kind of like a date. Remember, they go eat lunch or
oh
have like
yeah, him and the little rabbit after he saves her.
yeah, and he like wants to tell her like, "What's your name?" He wants to kind of spit game, but he's all shy, and doesn't know what to say.
Yeah, he's falling in love with her, and then now she thinks he's no longer interested because he ran away in the first time she tried something with him.
Yeah, and then that's pretty much how the episode ends, right? It ends. They go on kind of like a little date, and he walks her like
Yeah,
to her dorm.
yeah, and they're saying how like you shouldn't get too close to her because you're a carnivore, she's a herbivore. You know,
Right,
you guys shouldn't hang out too much because then you might end up eating her or something, right?
right. So that's pretty much how that episode ends.
Yeah,
Not
and
a
that
lot.
was what was that? That was episode 2 or 1.
That was episode 5.
I mean, yeah, five. Okay, yeah, the first one.
So then episode 6, that one begins with a gazelle being killed again. Another animal's killed, so they're all scared
Another,
and
I didn't pay attention to that part. So okay, so there's a murder still out there.
yeah, there's still another gazelle was killed.
Yeah, because I missed that little part. That was in the opening, then, right?
Yeah, it was like the first opening scene.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't see the opening scene because I was gonna say that I was gonna say they didn't. I was gonna say, hey, these next 4 episodes they never reference the murder again.
Well, they don't mention. I don't think they mentioned the Tim, the guy in the first episode being killed again, but they mentioned this new guy being killed.
Yeah, they're not doing enough to show the murderer. Like, don't actually show the murderer, but have him in the background, show his shadow once in a while, show what he's up to.
Right,
Like, they're he's just like an afterthought already at this point.
right. Then they even give you like an update, like what happened with the first murder. They never said anything after
Yeah,
that.
yeah, they don't really give us any info on that.
Nope. The dude
It's
was
just
just
pretty much
killed,
the
and that
same
was it.
characters and just about their lives. How you said they're not really concentrating on the murder aspect of it anymore.
Right. So then after they find out about this guy being killed, those one dudes start picking on the wolf. The what was her name? I forget her name.
Yeah, that little the wolf girl, huh?
The girl, yeah.
Yeah, she's like a new. I think she's a new student.
She's like a sophomore, something like that. She said. I forget what she said she was.
Okay. So yeah, when Yogoshi saves her from being oh, so yeah, it was hinting at like rape, like that they were trying to rape her, right?
I don't know if they were trying to rape her. They were trying to do something. Just
Yeah, because
pretty
he
much
says that
bully
one of the
her.
guys says, "Come on, you know you want it, just like stop playing." What does he say? He say I remember him saying something like, "You know you want this, you know you want it," and it's like they're trying to rape her.
Not sure. No, I don't think so. Cause it was like in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah, under the stairs. They had her under the stairs.
I think he was referring to like you want this like you want to like kill me because the carnivores were killing animals. I guess.
But the other guy was a carnivore too. Wasn't he like a weasel or something?
Oh yeah, true.
I have to go back and watch that episode to see what happened there. But yeah, he saves her, and it looks like she kind of likes him after because she feels like safer on him because he's
Yeah,
big.
he pretends to be her brother.
Yeah, yeah, she's pretending to be the brother. But it seemed like after he saved her, they were hey, what up, man? Chilling right here. Dropping a review on Beastars. I know you're familiar with the anime. Yeah, so in that part, it seems like she was interested in like hanging out with him or going out with him or something.
Right.
I think
Well,
I think she liked him because she felt safe around them.
she mentioned like the other kids told her, like he was a nice wolf and he was a cool guy and stuff like that.
Okay,
So
so
she's like, oh,
he already had a rep.
yeah. He's like, oh, I'm happy to know that what they said is true.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I do remember her saying that, saying something about that. Yeah, I see if we start showing this character more because I don't think they showed her in the other episodes anymore. But hopefully they
No,
start showing her more in the drama class. Because we didn't even get back to the drama class for these episodes.
a little bit.
But oh yeah, when they were talking about Louis, that he
Yeah,
just
not
turned into
really.
the boss.
Yeah, not really the acting part, but they were like getting that one area ready where they're painting like the big dinosaur and stuff.
Right, right. Yeah, so what else happened in that episode in the sixth one?
And that one is they go to the black market.
That's the one where they go to the black market?
That's the one where they go to the black market. Yeah,
Okay,
because
yeah, so for
Louis
the first time
they
we
have a
seen
meeting and Louis tells them like you guys can't go to the black market. You have to stay away. And what do they do? The very next scene, they go to the black market.
yeah, they're this is the first time that I can remember them leaving the campus.
Yeah, so far the whole series has been them just stuck on a campus.
Yeah, on the high school campus, and he says I haven't left the campus in 1 year since the incident. He says that when
Okay.
they're walking to the black market.
Right.
He says he hasn't been out in public since he lost his temper.
Hmm.
And it's a trip because they show all the adults that are not high schoolers, people in their regular jobs and stuff, and they go, look, all the herbivores and carnivores, everybody gets along. They're not segregated.
Right.
So they're showing it's a different world out there. It's just in their school there it's like that.
Then when they go to the black market, they run into what was that animal that tried to sell them fingers?
I don't know, some old guy, but
Like
I don't know
a
what type of animal he was.
gazelle or some type of deer or something like that. I forget what
Yeah,
it
he's trying to sell
was.
them food.
Yeah, his
So
fingers.
here I noticed they always use the meat as kind of like they'll show two pictures at once. So it's always like a metaphor for like either drugs or like or like women.
Right.
Like it's always supposed to be one of the two. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for checking out the channel, Cecil. I know that yeah, that they always show the because every time they show the meat, it's like I shouldn't have meat. I shouldn't have meat. Then they'll show a picture of the meat, and then they'll show a picture of the rabbit.
Okay.
You notice they kept doing that? Like they'll show meat, then they'll show the rabbit.
Oh yeah, I didn't really notice.
Yeah, and with the tiger, they show like meat, and then they show the vial or whatever it is. So it's supposed to be like a drug.
Yeah, so they go to the black market. They try to buy this guy's fingers to eat. So they get a taste of real meat. Then
Yeah.
Legoshi trips out, he freaks out and runs away.
You know what it looked like to me? The black market is like the red light districts when you go to other countries.
Well, just they just sell meat for the animals that are carnivores to go and eat.
Yeah, but I'm saying it looks like it's like the red light district when you go to other countries.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
got
like when
you.
you go to the Philippines or to Germany or wherever, it looks
Right.
like that kind of like where it's just an underground area where people are
Yeah,
selling
not,
drugs and selling women and all that stuff.
like it's looked down upon.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a, for the criminals and the bad people.
Right.
Yeah, for the shady shysters. Yeah, and they're now that they're going in there, there's like now they're the bad teens, going over there buying illegal stuff.
Right. Then that one panda bear, he ends up kidnapping Legoshi.
Yeah, they're like he was
Starts like
Nogoshi was headed down the wrong path, hanging out
starts
with the wrong crowd.
interviewing, starts interrogating him, trying to see how many animals he's eaten and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you were expecting a panda bear to be like bigger, but
Yeah,
he's
this was
not
all
even bigger than the size
thin.
of a tiger.
Yeah, not that big.
Yeah, because that's like a grizzly bear or polar bear that would have been huge, like way bigger than a tiger.
Right. But then
Yeah, but
they don't.
I think they said he was a mix.
The
He was
panda?
mixed. Yeah, they said he was mixed, half panda, half grizzly.
Huh.
So he's like, grizzly bears are carnivores and panda bears are herbivores. So he's like biracial. And they're like, so what are you? Do you let your carnivore side take over or your herbivore? And he says he
Got
just
you.
drinks bamboo and tea. That he controls his other half.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
I
so I
didn't
thought that
catch
was
that.
kind of interesting because yeah, they're both bears. He's still a bear at the end of the day, but yeah, there's different kinds of bears. That's like probably one of the only animals that has different kinds, but that some are meat eaters, some are not. Like
Right.
alligators and stuff like that. There's different kinds, but they're all meat eaters. Or cats, tigers, panthers, mountain lions, whatever. They're all. I mean, panthers are leopards and all that, but they're all meat eaters, right? And with the bears, they're like different.
Right.
So that's kind of crazy. I didn't even think about that till I watched this episode. I was like, hey, you know what? I think that's the only animal that does that. That
Well,
has like both.
I
That
don't
has
think a
both.
panda is considered a bear though.
It's like a separate thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe yeah. But in the cartoon, they put them under like the same umbrella.
And then this fool gives him that porno with the rabbits.
Yeah. He says, if you watch this porno, what are you telling me? He goes, and if you don't get excited with this, there's something, you got a problem.
Right.
Because he goes, maybe you're just infatuated with this rabbit because she's sexy. So look
Right.
at this porno with pure rabbits. If you're infatuated with them, you're just attracted to them. But if you're not infatuated, if you don't find them attractive, you're not excited by this magazine, then that means you probably just want to kill her.
Yeah, because basically he was trying to say that he liked her just because he wanted like, to kill her and eat her.
Yeah. Yeah, he like you just see it as a meal.
Yeah.
You got a whiff of her already, and now you wanna devour her.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he was telling them.
Then how that's pretty much all that happens, right? Just basically go to the black market, then they end up leaving. Nothing too much else happens.
The black market? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, that
that's
happens. That's how that happens. But eagle, because he's also a carnivore. Eagles eat salmon. They swoop in and grab salmon and stuff like that.
yep.
He tells them after you ran away, I couldn't eat that meat either. I couldn't eat the fingers.
Yeah.
So the only kind of bad influence guy there is kind of the tiger. Like the other guys they're carnivores, but they're pretty good at controlling themselves. They're
Well, there was four of them. The other guy didn't mind. I
who was the other one?
can't remember. I think it was four of them though.
Yeah, I remember the tiger, the eagle, and Yagoshi. Yeah, that was crazy though. So at least we know the eagle is more like the wolf. He's more
Right.
chill. He's not. The other guy's more like out there, like more party animal. Yeah, let's eat some meat and this and
Yeah,
that.
and then the eagle kind of said like I couldn't do it. Kind of, I have friends that are I don't want to think of them like as food. Basically,
Yeah, yeah. He said he goes out. He's getting used to hanging out with the herbivores.
yeah,
Then I think it was a tiger that was saying, "Don't you see all these grown-ups out here in the real world? They all get along because they have a black market."
yeah, because they eat
He
the
was,
meat.
Yeah, he was saying that because there's a black market, they never feel tempted to kill anybody or eat anybody because they could just go buy the food at the black market.
Right.
And they're going in our college campus, we don't have that, so we're tempted to like devour other classmates.
Basically, get all this meat from like dead bodies and stuff like that.
Yeah, the panda said, what was the panda's name?
I forget.
Yeah, but he was saying that they get all that illegal meat from like people at the hospital that are already dead, or they're already
Yeah.
dying or whatever. He goes, so we're not killing them; they're already dead.
Yep.
So it's like a illegal stuff, but it's a controlled environment and where they're doing this.
Right. And that's pretty
Yeah,
much how episode, what was that, 6?
yeah, that was crazy though. How different the real world was than their own little community. Like they're used to just being in their own little community, their own little school. They don't realize how the real world is a lot different than what they're taught at school. They think the life is one way, and when they were in the real world, they're like, wow, it's really nothing like that. It's like a lot better. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like there isn't all that trying to segregate the carnivores and the herbivores and all that crap that happens in the high school. It doesn't happen in the real world. Everybody's like they're not in cliques and they're not in all that stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody's more grown up.
Hit the weights.
So I know I gotta start hitting some weights, man. So I could be like Yagoshi. Yeah, that
That's a,
was that was crazy though, man. So that was episode 6.
episode 7 begins with the Legoshi was eating egg sandwiches.
Oh, that episode was kind of crazy because you had this situation where I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like in between, right, with the chicken or
The hen, yeah.
the hen. Yeah.
She's sitting next to him. Legoshi's like, oh man, these egg sandwiches are bomb, especially on Wednesdays. And we end up
Hmm.
finding out that she's the one that produces the eggs for Wednesdays.
Yeah. So she's all proud of herself. She's
She's
like
all
on the shit,
proud,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. And then when they tell him one day, he goes, "Hey, these egg sandwiches aren't as good as they were last time." She's all
She gets all
depressed. Oh, so I'm not
depressed,
as good as I
yeah.
used to be. Like she gets all depressed about
And
it.
then she ends up finding out that they switched her day to now Fridays or something like that.
Yeah, and they tell them, yeah, so that wasn't her eggs he was eating on Wednesday.
Right.
That's why it wasn't as good because it was somebody else's.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's crazy because she's now your goat she's eating eggs, so that technically that's not meat, right?
Right.
But I don't know, like, how do you feel about that? Are eggs? Would you consider them under the what is that? Isn't that you wouldn't eat them if you're a vegan, right? Only a vegetarian.
Well, they don't eat meat at the school anyways, so it's not that weird.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, would you consider eggs because they're still part from the hen? So does that count as like an animal product?
I'm not sure. I eat them. I'm not a
Yeah,
vegan
yeah. 'Cause I mean, I eat
or like
them,
a
but I eat meat.
vegetarian.
Oh, you're a vegetarian?
No, I said I'm not a vegan or vegetarian.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cause I was gonna say I eat meat, so I eat eggs, I eat anything, right? Like anything I like, type of
Right.
thing. I don't have like any strict diet. Sometimes I try to control myself from just my proportions, but not like I don't have specific foods I don't eat, right? So I
Got
know
you.
that's gonna kind of be kind of weird because the carnivores are not allowed to eat meat, or I don't know if it's just meat or animal products or what. Because I was thinking about that. I was like, well, the hen, it's like you're not eating the hen, but you're eating part of her, right? Because you're eating the
Right.
egg. So I was like, so does that count? Does that count as an animal product? Like, is he technically getting a little fix without eating meat, but like getting eggs so they could balance him out, or what?
Got you. I don't think so because there's no like it's not like an actual animal. It's just an egg. If it was like an
Yeah,
embryo inside or something, then maybe.
yeah. I know some people don't drink milk because it's from cows, or don't eat eggs because it's from chickens, it's from animals.
Right.
So it just kind of, yeah, it just depends on everybody's beliefs. One is just sometimes people are on some type of diets, or sometimes they just don't want to do anything harmful towards animals, or sometimes their religion. Like there's religions that don't eat certain meats or animals. So there's, everybody has all kinds of different reasons for stuff.
Right.
Like I remember my one of my cousins was telling me this was pretty funny. because he also eats meat and everything, right? And I forgot he was talking about one of his friends, and he goes, "Oh, these people when they think they're better than you and this and that," and he goes, "But they don't know they're actually the better ones." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was telling me, he goes, "Look, you know what the difference is between a meat eater and a leaf eater?" And I was like, "What?" He goes, "A meat eater doesn't try to impose his lifestyle onto the leaf eater. He's respectful." He goes, "But the leaf eater, he's selfish. He tries to." And I know he was talking about some friend of his. He tries to force you he tries to impose his lifestyle on you. Like, don't eat meat; it's bad for you, or you're a bad person for eating it. Like,
Right.
he goes, you see, and he was like, "You see, I don't try to force him to eat meat." He goes, "So why does he force me not to? Right?" Like, and that thing was funny to me the way he said it. He goes, "The difference between this and that," he goes, "is that we don't enforce our life on them. We don't force our lifestyle on them, and they try to force their lifestyle on us."
And you know what? My brother's he's a plant based. All he does is eat plant based. And
Okay.
anything happens, it's because you eat meat. Someone dies, it's because they eat meat. I'm like, bro, calm down, dude. If you get
And I,
COVID, it's
have you
you eat
tried
meat.
any like have you tried the Whopper, the Impossible Whopper?
Yeah, I try some of the stuff. Even at his house, like he'll make plant based stuff sometimes. He's like,
Yeah.
try this out. I'm like, all right, I'll try it out. Some stuff is pretty good.
The only thing I could really come to mind that I tried was the Impossible Whopper, and I think it's better than the regular one, but it does you could tell the difference right away from the two flavors.
I don't
But
like the texture.
yeah, it's a different texture. I liked it,
Flavor
but
wise, it's okay, but texture wise, it's like mushy.
yeah, when I ate it, I was like, hey, this tastes way different than the regular Whopper. Like you could tell the difference right away, but I felt it tasted good though. I was like, hey, this shit
Right.
tastes good. I think I like it more than the regular Whopper. But yeah, the regular meat is like more chewy, and that one is different. How you said it has a different
Yeah.
texture to it.
Yep.
I would eat it more often, but it's like a little more expensive though. And the Whopper you could constantly get like at $2, $3, and that one, so you could get like two combos for like $8, and that one is like 12 for just one burger.
Got
So
you.
that's the only reason why I don't buy it as often, just because it's
Mm,
cheaper to buy the regular.
right. Double Whopper. There you go, boy. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the double Whopper is pretty good. I like the Whopper. I used to eat that a lot back when I was younger because they used to be $1, the Whopper. But my favorite burgers got to be Carl's Jr., bro. The $6 burger.
I don't think I ever had that.
I like to get that $6 burger, the avocado, one bacon avocado, or just avocado. That's just fire, homie. Gotta check that shit out. The only thing is that sometimes like they put a lot of guacamole in it, so when you're biting it, it's falling everywhere.
What up, man? How's it going?
Hey, what's up, man? It's Hardcover Comic right here, talking a little bit about Beastars, and we were just talking earlier about Low Volume 1. Shit, we didn't even finish Volume 1. We only talked about it up to issue 4. I didn't finish
So
reading 5 and 6.
that's all you read.
Yeah, and man, that thing is getting good. That thing,
Hey,
woo!
wait till the next two issues. You're gonna like it.
Yeah, that thing is getting good, man.
It's already good, but the next two issues,
I
you're
mean, it's
gonna.
Rick Remender, so you expected it to be fire. So, but actually, not Rick Remender. There's a few stuff I don't like from his. Like Tokyo Ghost was okay, but not that great, or Captain America.
I don't like Tokyo Ghost too much.
But mostly I like his stuff though.
Yeah, but the next two issues of Low, you're gonna have a change of heart on some of these characters. Watch
Okay, yeah, there's gonna be some twists and turns.
twists and
Yeah, right now
turns.
there already is. Every character is like in the gray zone. Nobody's good. Nah, there's some that are clearly just bad, but a lot of them are bad, but like not bad compared to others. So they're like in the gray.
The mom is
Nobody's
the only good
really.
one so far because she's the only one that has like hope and actually
Yeah,
trying to improve everyone's life by finding
yeah, she's the
the
only
probe
positive one. The only thing she did is that she prostituted herself.
to the senator. Yeah,
Yeah, so she was but yeah, overall she's good. They just did it to show her that her moral compass has also been compromised. That everybody has been tainted already. Every character. I think that's why they added that on her thing, is just to show that she's been tainted too, right? And
right.
now she's no longer perfect.
I want to continue with episode 7.
All right, so yeah, we're on episode 7. Is that the still a chicken one?
Yeah, so the chicken one, and after that we get a backstory to how Sally or Haru, whatever her name is in the anime, meets
Mhm.
what's his name, Louis. Remember, he ends up showing to the gardening club. His antlers fell off.
Oh
That's how
yeah,
they.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
so
his
his aunt,
antlers fell off, and so it turns out he's been, but she's with everybody though, right? So it's like, what's the big deal that if she's with him too?
right? No, but I'm just saying we get a backstory for how it happened.
How she became a hood rat?
No, how they ended up hooking up.
Oh, how they ended up, okay, but when she hooked up with him, she was already like a little ratchet, wasn't she?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Or
Maybe
unless
not.
Louis turned her that way.
Maybe not, because I think it might have been like his first year, because she didn't even know who he was.
Okay, yeah, so she was already like that then.
Probably,
Yeah, so now we know that they know each other. They have a like a past.
pretty much.
Yeah, but the one that they didn't know was the Goshi.
Yeah, he ends up showing up, and he got and Louis walking out the door. He's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, yeah. He's like I knew I smelled her scent on him or something like that.
Yeah, then Louis gets all jealous.
Louis
Yeah, he gets jealous.
of the wolf.
Mm-hmm. He's like, "Oh, you should go hang out with Juno,
Which one was Juno? The wolf? The other wolf?
the wolf." Yeah.
The girl wolf?
Yep.
I think that's who he should be with because they're both wolves. He should be with another wolf. They're both carnivores. That way he's not tempted to kill her.
Carnivore. A wolf will eat a wolf.
Will they? Nah, that's
Yeah.
cannibalism. That's
Yeah.
because I know like hyenas and lions, they don't eat themselves. They don't eat another lion or another hyena.
I don't know.
Like I know lions when they kill hyenas, they don't even eat hyenas because they don't consider it food. They consider it like an enemy. They won't eat hyenas, and I think from what I know, animals they don't eat their own kind. They'll eat everything else except their own species or whatever.
Not sure.
At least I can't remember it ever seeing it like on back when I used to live in the jungles like Tarzan. I don't remember seeing that. I don't remember ever seeing that like in Discovery Channel or anything though. I don't remember ever seeing like a lion or a tiger eat another one of their own kind.
Let's look
But
it
who
up.
knows? That I mean, it might have happened before. Like I didn't even know that monkeys
Uh huh.
and lions are big rivals. I didn't know that. They're like mortal enemies. I didn't know that shit. I thought they just lived on two different parts of the world, but I seen on something on the Discovery Channel where the monkeys and when they see the monkeys roll deep with a bunch of monkeys and they'll attack the lions and the lions will like the lions are scared of them and they're scared of them because they're both predators. So predators try to avoid fighting with each other, right? They try to attack the weaker. But yeah, the
Right.
monkeys will jump on back of them and claw their eyes out because their grips real strong. They'll like rip out the tiger's eyeballs, the lions, I mean.
According to this guy, it says, "While whatever has a weird name, has seen wolves kill or what? He's never seen wolves kill members of their own packs. He has seen wolves cannibalize pack mates after they are killed by other wolves."
Okay, so they will eat them. All right, interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay, so Yogoshi could still be tempted to eat another wolf then. But the other animals like the eagle and the tiger, they're not like tempted around each other to eat each other.
No, at least we don't know.
Yeah, at least not in the cartoon.
So yeah, so Louis gets all jealous, tells Legoshi to go hang out with the wolf instead. He gets all mad, he's like, "Oh, are you guys friends? What did she tell you? This and that."
So then so Lagoshi's like in love with the ratchet or what?
With the rabbit, yeah.
That's crazy because I thought Lagoshi since he I mean Louis since he knows everything that's going on in the school and all that, he's like the top guy. You think he would already know her reputation.
I don't think Louis in love with her. Legoshi is
So then why would Louis be jealous?
just because he's sleeping with her.
Then he'll be jealous of 50 other guys.
Yep, pretty
What?
much.
Man,
Maybe he
that's
just
crazy. I might have to see what happens in the next episodes.
maybe it's just because he's jealous of Louis or Luigi. I mean, or Legoshi, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, maybe he could be jealous of Lagoshi.
Maybe he just has something against him.
Or maybe he doesn't want Lagoshi hanging out with her because everyone else she hangs out with are herbivores and he's a carnivore. So he
Maybe
doesn't want a carnivore being with her because he could eat her or something.
that is possible. What else happens in this episode? His buddy finds that porno.
Oh yeah, he gets all pissed off because he finds his porn stash.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, and he tells them, yeah, they told me it's to find out something about something. So you think it's one answer, but then it's the opposite answer.
Right.
Where he goes to find out if he's in love with the rabbit. If you get excited with this rabbit porn, then you just want the rabbit. He goes, but if you don't get excited with this rabbit porn, you want to like kill her or whatever, right? Yeah, and he goes, yeah, I found my answer already, so I'm good. But then it turns out he didn't get excited with the rabbit porn, so
Yep.
he's like obsessed with her now, with just specifically her.
Well, who knows? We don't even know if he even looked at it or what. Or yeah, we don't know if he looked at it.
So yeah, so we don't know if he looked at her, or if he just said, or if he just said he looked at the magazine.
Then what else happens? We end up seeing Legoshi this time get jealous because he sees Louis walk up to the rabbit at that fair.
Yeah, yeah, that's the part I remember. 'Cause I was gonna say, wasn't Logoshi the one jealous of Louis? Yeah, because that part I remember where he was jealous of Louis, and he's like, no wonder I smelled her scent or whatever, because she has
Right.
her scent locked in already when he tried to kill her.
And that's pretty much how episode 7 ends. We just get Legoshi all jealous of Louis, seeing them chit chatting. They didn't really do nothing. They were just talking, and so got all jealous.
Yeah, that was crazy. What happened in episode 8? And I just watched it today. I don't even remember that much. I don't remember episode 8.
Episode 8. Try to remember. Episode 8. We have the crew at the what's that called? Lighting ceremony. They all had to go home, but look, excuse me, Legoshi and what's your name, Sally, missed the train or whatever, so they had to go home by themselves. And
Okay, yeah.
they got into a big argument, and they thought they were gonna get in trouble because they thought the wolf was gonna eat the rabbit.
With Logoshi and Sally being the other wolf.
No, Sally's the rabbit.
Okay, yeah, the rabbit. I thought her name was Hakudo or something like that.
In the show, it's like a Haru or something like that.
Okay, yeah, yeah, Sally from in the manga is the rabbit. Okay, so they were catching the train, and then what happened? What you said happened?
They started arguing.
Uh huh.
Legoshi told her like, "Oh, you don't have to do that. Like, pretty much be like a hoe, right?"
Yeah.
And then so she kind of gets up, starts walking away, and he's like, "No, come here. We still got stuff to talk about. Like, don't walk away from me." And then as they're arguing, the other animals show up, and they see that they're arguing. So they are like, "Oh, are you okay? Is this guy gonna like attack you? Like, what's
Oh
going
yeah,
on?"
because he's a carnivore.
Yeah,
Okay, so she got offended that he's questioning her lifestyle.
kinda.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, I get it. Like he thinks he's trying to help, but she's offended. Like, oh, it's like you're criticizing who I am or whatever. You're saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah, so they end up running away. They go back to campus, and then she ends up telling them that she remembers the night she was attacked.
So she tells him she remembers him.
No, not
She does
him. She just
remember him
remember.
from the attack.
She remembers being attacked. She don't remember him.
Oh, I thought that she remembered it was him that attacked her. I was gonna say, oh, holy fuck.
No.
I don't even remember that last part right there. Yeah, 'cause I was cooking some food when the last episode I was cooking while I was watching it.
Right.
Okay, so damn, I didn't even see that part. I'm gonna have to rewatch this last episode, episode 8.
Then it's pretty much it. I mean, then we get the wolf attack Louis, the girl.
Yogoshi.
Nah, the girl.
Oh, she attacked Louis.
Kinda. She like throws him on the floor and tells him like she's gonna be the next star actress basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch episode 8. So, what do you think was stronger, the first four or the second four?
I kind of like the first four maybe.
The first four. Yeah, yeah, the first four were really good. I thought these were alright, but yeah, I think the first four episodes were a lot stronger.
Yeah, I thought so at least.
Yeah, we'll see. So this was so the next four are the last ones, right? The third act.
9 to 12.
Yeah, see how it wraps up. But yeah, the first four started it started off strong. The second four they were okay. I mean, they weren't
Yeah,
bad. They were good, but they were okay compared to the first ones.
yeah,
Nothing really happened. Like nothing big time happened in the first one. We revealed the bunny was who she was. Louis broke his foot, and then Legoshi and the tiger went at it. Like you had a lot of things going down in the first one, and Legoshi almost killed the rabbit. You had like a lot of big things go down. And this one,
right.
nothing like that big happened except for introducing us to a new wolf that was getting attacked in the hallway.
Yeah, this one basically you get the black market, you get the new wolf, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, yeah,
Everything
there wasn't
else
no,
was just the same old, same old. They were just
yeah,
kind of
the
getting,
day to day
yeah,
stuff.
they were getting ready for that play or that not play that whatever they're gonna have at the park. That is it gonna be a play? What is it gonna be? I'm not. I don't even know.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a play, but I don't know if they're doing the new version of the play where the Ghost and the Tiger fight and then Louis comes in, or they went back to the old school way.
Right,
Because it says times has passed, and they never established if Legoshi is like a legit actor now, if he's coming out all the time on the plays, or if he just went back to being the stagehand. They
right.
never really pointed that out.
Yeah, not sure.
But we're talking about low. We're talking about low issues 1 through 4, and
I
we're
think it's
talking
talking
about the
about right now though.
well, right now we're talking about the anime Beastars. It's
Beastars.
on Netflix. It's on Netflix. Check it out if you ain't seen it yet. It's a good one.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what do you expect to see in the next what do you expect to see in the next the final act, the next four-ish episodes?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be Legoshi telling this rabbit that he actually likes her.
That will have to be the season finale. That'll probably be towards the end.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be about like I think this was end up gonna telling this rabbit he likes her. What else we're gonna see? Probably the drama again.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm expecting to see the drama class, and what I wanna see is what's gonna go down with this new wolf that's part of the drama class. Like,
Right.
what's her role, and how is her dynamic with the other actors? Is she
Yeah.
like gonna be prima donna? Did they get along? Not get along? Is she gonna be the star? How she says she's going to be?
Well, a lot of the other classmates kind of like her already.
Yeah, I wanna see what goes down with her and Louis, and I also wanna see what's happening with the wolf. With if he's still acting or if he's back to behind the scenes, like doing the lights and the curtains and all that.
Right. Well, I like to see more of the outside world instead of just the school only. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, yeah, that was pretty cool to see them like ditch school kind of thing. Like they ditch school
Yeah.
and went out to the black market.
Yep.
We'll see what happens with that. But I really want to see because I mean, you brought in this new wolf for a reason. You're gonna do something with the new character, and it's for
Right.
that just that little thing, you know?
Now they'll do something with it. I'm assuming so. Yeah, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
back to the
So
drama.
yeah, so we'll finish that off next week, and we'll finish the what will we do from low? We do the because the volume 2 is just four issues, so we could do the volume 2 and the last 2 issues of this one, so it'll be 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could finish that one off, and the last 4 episodes of Beastars, and then we'll
Yep.
think about what other show or other manga or whatever to talk about. I
Yeah.
start
Do
taking
that.
notes so we could get a little more descriptive of stuff.
Yeah, I take little note. I got like a little what's it called, little index card. And I'll just write a couple things that happen along the way.
Yeah. Hey, let us know in the comment section what you guys think when we do the review. So we do how we're doing, just talk about the whole episode as we talk, or just do like a review, just vaguely talking about the characters we like or whatever. I'm gonna try different things with the ones I'm doing right now with the chainsaw ones. I tried doing like where the first one I just talked vaguely, like vague things about what I like about the show, and then
Right.
the second volume I was talking more about like piece by piece the scenes or whatever. But
Hmm.
that way I think it's more like you're just explaining the story back to them like a read along.
Right.
So that maybe people just want the just a few opinions but don't say anything about the story itself.
Got you.
Let us know what works better. If we do it that way, then obviously they'll be a lot shorter. Then we just chill for a minute. Thanks, man. Raul Navarro. You're part of the. Are you on the Facebook group or on the YouTube? No, would you be watching comics or manga or both?
Let us know what you're reading right now.
Yeah, yeah.
What you guys reading right now? Anybody?
Right now, once we finish up that, I gotta finish stretching out that low because I feel like I jacked up the spine a little bit right now. That I was flipping through it because I didn't stretch it. I just opened it and threw it up and flipped through the pages.
Right. Yeah, I haven't read as much stuff this week. I gotta finish my weeklies. I read some weekly stuff, but yeah, I
Yeah, no,
gotta finish my.
I just read that piece of the low, and I'll probably finish off right now. I'm gonna finish off Chainsaw Volume 4, I think, right now.
So this week I read obviously the 6 issues of Low. I read Spy Family.
And yeah, that's a good game. Metal Gear Solid 3, that's a solid game. The what is it, Snake Eater? I'm gonna finish off Volume 4 of Chainsaw. We should do a complete wrap up next time, but just about the 11 volumes,
Of
but
what?
not each volume by volume, just as an just an overview kind
I,
of
I'll
Chainsaw Man.
I'll forget. I forget already what it was about.
Um,
I have a
I,
horrible
I'm,
memory. I gotta
I
take
only have up
notes.
to Volume 4. I only have up to Volume 4, but I think I'm not going to I don't know if I'm gonna buy the rest of the volumes. I might just read the rest of them digitally because
Are you gonna play that new what's it called? Forbidden West, Horizon Zero Dawn.
oh, that one looks good, man. That game looks pretty dope. I have so many games here I haven't played that I just bought and I never played. I bought them when they came out, then I never got on to playing them.
That's all I am. I just played maybe last year. Horizon. It was still in the plastic. I finally took it out.
Yeah, yeah, that game
Uh,
looks good. I heard a lot of people said it was a good game.
it
I
was a good
have
game.
Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, though Metal Gear 5. Haven't played it yet. I played like the first level and it was good, but I just never got back to it. Then I played
Got that for the
I got
computer.
I got that one and The Witcher. Those were the two big ones that I wanted to play, and I bought them both, and I haven't like played through them. I like both. When I played them, I like both, and I played for like an hour, hour and a half on one. Then when I bought the other one, I played like an hour and I just played like the first day I bought them, and I was advancing pretty good and stuff. Then I just never got back to throwing it back on.
I never finished The Witcher. I got to go back and finish it. I got pretty far.
Yeah, that's a solid game, man. I like both of them.
I got so
I
much
was
time in
thinking to
it.
get some of the Dark Souls because I like those type of games too, Dark Souls. But I never got
Right.
I was thinking to buy the part 3 because it's pretty cheap now, like $5 or $8 or something.
Not bad.
It's sort of, I mean, I wouldn't say it's exactly like The Witcher, but there's some familiarities. I like those games because I like the boss battles on them. They
Okay.
feel like the old school games. But remember
Right.
the old Super Nintendo games? When you fought a boss, you have to memorize his moves, so you have to dodge them, then you die. The next time you memorize the moves, so now you know when to dodge and when to die. And every time you get a little farther with them,
Right.
same thing with those Dark Souls games. I feel like they're the same. Like you can never really beat the boss in the first try, but you memorize his moves, and in the second or third try, you kind of have everything by memory. Like it forces you to think and react a little more.
And Cecil says he's reading Spawn verse.
All
I
right,
think I'm.
all right.
I think I'm not reading any of the new Spawn.
Those are books. I'm considering just freaking selling my hardcovers. I'm about to probably read them and sell the hardcover as I read one, review it, do a hardcover, sell it, and the next volume and so forth. But
Oh,
I
Fable.
think what I'm gonna do with
Damn,
those is not a
Fable's. You
review.
talking
I
about
think I'm gonna
the
just mm-hmm.
comic? Or you talking about the game?
Or Spawn
No.
or Fables.
Yeah, he's talking about the game, or he's talking about the comic. There's a game Fable. He was talking about games earlier, so I don't know what he's talking
Oh,
about.
there's a new Fable coming. Yeah, I remember that game
Game. There
from
you
Xbox.
go. I used to love that game. Put in all kinds of time. When the new game come out, I'll get that for sure. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get that game for sure. Just don't know when it comes out. Let me know. Let me know. Let me look it up actually. Fable game. Nothing popped up right away. Oh well. What happened to Jay? He logged out or what? Jay got the boot. It's a 2 minute delay, really? God damn. J Rock got that AOL internet. That's crazy. I wonder if I host it next time, if it'll be better. You guys know if it goes by the host, whoever's hosting it gets to the better internet. That's a trip. Yeah, because I remember I tried this by myself. Cause I got a new mic and I was just testing it out. So I just did like a private one. And it was like a 3 second delay. Whatever I said, it popped up like 3 seconds later on the speakers. So if it's 2 minutes, damn. Or if that's what it is. All right, man. Have a good one. All right, people. I'm just gonna call it quits tonight. I don't know what happened with Jay. I don't know if he didn't pay his internet bill, but he's out of here. But anyways, thanks for everyone that participated tonight. Catch you on the next one. Come back on Friday. We're gonna talk some more about Beastars, about Low, whatever else we could come up with. Yeah, just bring up what you guys are reading. Also, yeah, we'll chit chat about that. Some weekly stuff. I read weeklies, so let me know what you're reading, people. Anyways, peace out, guys.